Ahlun Tamareyan, which simply means welcome Egyptian. You have to think, feel, breathe, eat, sleep Egyptian. All of the Egyptians say, I am an Egyptian. Imagine yourself clothed in the royal garb of the Egyptians, standing on a porch, looking over at the great monuments and pyramids and obelisks and sphinx, the beautiful clear blue water of the Nile. See your subjects, as some gaze up in admiration, others busy at their chore. In your kingdom in Egypt, where your seed, your soul, your birthright, where your blood, your sweat, and your tears are gone. Now, it is nice to be important, but it is more important to just be nice. You know the story that each journey is begun with one step. Well, you have been taking step 1, 2, and 3. To take yourself as a rough, raw, uncut stone and carve yourself into a perfect stone. To become one of the building blocks for a better life. Taking a good person yourself and just making yourself better. This is the purpose of the ancient Egyptian order. To change the souls, the minds, and the spirits of all human beings. To shun aside faith, belief, fiction, and myth, and replace it with reality. What is real? You exist. What's the first reality? If you exist, those from which you came also exist. And this link is your soul seed back to the source of all. This tape is called visualization because you learn to sit back and turn inner vision into outer realities. You learn to sit back and turn what seems unreal to real. But first, you must absorb the sound of this most ancient instrument called the duduk. And let it move through your body. And let it surge through you. Fill you. Feel its warmth. Feel the voice. It's a tone like the Om. You must keep stored in your subconscious at all times so that you can refer back to it, even if it's not playing in the present world. This is a gift that you will learn in the ancient Egyptian order. Before you start this mission, just sit back. Put this CD or tape on. Isolate all other sounds and merge into it. While there, you may want to cry. You may feel a surge of joy, a strange kind of stimulation. It's because this tape is in tune with you. It's the voice of your ancestors. All the way back, from mother and father to grandmother to grandfather to great-grandfather. And all the way back to the source of all the original vibrations of growth, of which you are a part. Meditate. Relax. Take 9 deep breaths. Breathing in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. In your nose, out your mouth. The proper way to breathe. Only close your eyes when you feel ready to relax. Envision the energy, a far distance, its crystal, its beautiful colors are coming from it. It's for you. It loves you. It wants to embrace you. Open your arms and let the light come towards you. Let it hit your body. Let it penetrate all through your body. Feel the joy and love and concern and the power of this great energy. See the arms of the energy extending and wrap around you and pull you into its bosom. It's of the great sun, Ra. Know it's where you belong. Know it wants you there. Know that it will protect you against all negative forces. It builds a psychic self-defense. Because whenever you imagine this sound, you see an energy rush towards you, and it will wrap its arms around you and create a whirlpool of pure energy, moving around you in a circular motion. 3 rings, one at the bottom, clockwise, one in the middle, counterclockwise, and one at the top, clockwise, representing the 3 great energies, Atum-Re, Atum-Re, and Amun-Re. This is the loving energy of the inner trinity, the reality. Let the energy surround you right now. Feel it. Feel its love. Feel its presence. But most of all, feel the power of its protection against all evil and negative forces. Here with you, a child of the Neptune. Until I speak with you again, become an Egyptian in the ancient Egyptian order. Wadu, Cameroons.
Wait, stop scrolling. I have to show you this. This AI tool just changed the content game for me. I'm a member of the AI Advantage community, and with this tool, all I did was paste in my website.
Just like them, she messed up my whole video. God, mother. Anyway, I think you got the point. Well, I didn't say the point yet, so you ain't got it yet. The point was before she came with the god dag nabbit commercial. Don't you wish sometime you can go through the screen and kick somebody at mother? Anyway, the point was that I personally know that I or my DNA scientifically and spiritually, culturally go back to ancient or what's called ancient Egypt. We say Kemet or Tamari. It was probably a lot of names more than that. But when I'm teaching the Tao, breathing, standing, and someday I'm going to get to my Kung Fu, etc. Those things are not your culture unless you're Chinese or from that area. I teach Chinese stuff because I believe it's a descendant of ancient Egyptian culture, or at least connected. But if you are blonde haired, blue eyed, or some other version of a human, we say human, I'll explain that in another video. If you're another version of a human being, why do all blonde haired blue people be like, I was a queen or king in Egypt? Well, now that's a whole nother part. When you say Egypt, then you're talking about the Greeks and the Romans and the people who conquered Egypt. But when you say Kemet or Kemet, you're talking about people that look like me. Look on the wall. I ain't got to make this up. Look on the wall. Look at the mask. Well, if I had a picture of me when I was younger, look at the mask of Tutankhamun, what they call him, Tut, King Tut, Tutankhamun. And look at me when I was younger. There is no difference except he lived in ancient Egypt, and I was born over here in ancient America. Oh, America. So, the point being, if you do study what I'm about to start teaching on this channel, your cultural identity should, if you don't know what it is, check it out. Because if you have blonde hair, blue eyes, you're probably not an ancient Egyptian. But you may have an ancient culture that is connected to you. If you have red hair and brown eyes and, all these different mixtures of people, Irish, all that, y'all have a cultural system that'll back you up. For instance, if I pray to my ancestors, who I believe go all the way back to ancient Kemet, I believe I'm making contact with real beings that lived here and may answer my prayers. But if you are Caucasian or Chinese or some other culture, but you just like Egyptian stuff and you're praying to my ancestors, why would they do anything for you? If I pray to Chinese or Caucasian ancient people, why would they do anything for me? You see, it go both ways. I learned who I came from. You learn who you came from. But breathing and doing the exercises of the Tao, which is considered Chinese, doing those exercises that I'm going to start teaching are universal. Breathing is universal. Now, maybe the Chinese have 1,000 different ways of breathing, but basically, breathing is breathe in, breathe out. Now the Chinese have all kind of hand movements and arm movements and body movements to do different things with the breath. But the basics of everything and everybody that's living on earth. If you're not breathing, let me know, because I want to know how you're not breathing and you're still talking to me. But everybody on earth, whether you look like me or not, is breathing. It's universal. Everybody that's living, unless you're in a wheelchair and your arms and legs can't move because your spine, whatever, you can't move, something is still moving because you're alive. The blood, the food that you eat, the shit that you shit is still moving. Moving means life. When that stops and your breathing stops, you're dead. Period. I don't care who you are. I don't care what they show in the movies about vampires being dead, living people. No, vampires are real, but they living people. Another subject. So, if you are going to practice what I teach on these videos, I would suggest that you, if you don't know already, I would suggest that you go find out, go study what culture you came from. I studied a whole bunch of stuff about myself before I said, oh, I'm an ancient Cometian, which you might call ancient Egyptian. Look at my face. Duh. And I say that because you can go to different parts of Africa, what they call Africa. And you see that different people in different parts of Africa have different features. Now, again, go look at ancient Kemetic stuff on the wall, thousands of years old, and see who it looked like. Period. Period. I didn't make this shit up. But I know I'm about to be out because I've talked enough. Breathe, move, learn how to protect yourself, etc. Make all these things into arts. The art of breathing, the art of moving, the art of life. Period. I'm out. Peace. The art of life. Is there any other way?